All right. It's recording. All right. So today at the Q&A session, we have a fabulous entrepreneur, my dear friend, who is the author of Green is the New Black? Oh, Black is the New Green, sorry.
No, Green is the New Black,
Is
the glorious rise of Japanese green tea.
Excellent. And the founder of Chiki Tea, Miss Holly Helt.
Everybody.
All right, Holly, I'm so pleased to have you. Thank you for joining me over Skype all the way from Japan.
Thank you. It's such an honor. I'm really excited to be here.
Thank you. We're going to have some fun right here and right now.
Awesome.
So, Holly, I know you have made some big and bold decisions in life, especially in the last few years, which have brought you to where you are today, that is sitting in Japan in the midst of the rice fields. So I'm often asked by women I come across is that I have a great job, earn a good living, but it's causing a strain on my health and my relationship. I don't know what to do about it or how to even approach the issue or whether it is an issue at all. Maybe I'm just being ungrateful. But I know that you can shed some light on it from your experiences.
Yes. I was raised this whole mantra of, you've got to work hard and success will follow hard work. And you have to work for a company and just stay put with that company. And, in 5 years you'll get promoted and in 10 years it's this whole old school mentality. And I know that I just wore myself down because I didn't seem to be getting ahead. And I was with one particular instance. I was working for Canary Wharf, managing the retail of that huge development out there. And I was responsible for the 100+ retailers and helping them promote themselves to the public. And so my job would entail me walking in shoes on that marble concrete for about 12 hours a day. And I would have bloody feet at the end of the days. And it was a 7 a.m. till 9, 10 p.m. job. And it was very difficult for me. And on many occasions, my husband would come and he would pick me up from work and take me home because he knew where I was in the mall. That was a very difficult time, but I loved the work and I was passionate, but it controlled me and I had zero balance in my life.
Yeah.
Zero balance. Ultimately, I ended up leaving that company, and then, the same thing happened. I got into the type of work that I loved and was working, and it was the only thing that mattered. And again, it was this mantra of my dad, work hard. And my husband basically moved us to the States. And at that point, it was around 9/11, and I couldn't find a job. And so I literally kind of lost my identity and sort of sunk into a major rut.
So what steps did you take afterwards? As in,
Right.
Did you decide to stay, and do the similar kind of work, or it made you think about, what are you doing?
It took me a while to understand that I was in a rut. But it seemed like the whole of the United States was in a rut at the time based on what was going on. And what I found really, really useful was kind of burying myself in the self-help section of my local bookstore and just being okay with not having a job and forcing myself to, in a way, cocoon and to heal. Because I lost my identity. I was floundering. I didn't know who I was. But fortunately, I was very lucky in that my husband was able to pay the bills and keep a roof over our head. We didn't have a posh existence by any stretch of imagination, but we at least had the necessities. And it allowed me time to explore. And I forced myself to get up, to put my makeup on, and to set some tasks for the day. And those tasks could be as simple as making sure that the laundry was done, dusted, and put away. If I had that as a goal for the day, I felt like I had achieved something. And I think what helped me sort of get out of this rut was to have satisfaction, to make sure I had a satisfying day, no matter if I, went down to the grocery store and I got a great bargain on, some meal or whatever, and I made it to the best of my ability. To me, that was going to be a tiny fulfilling task, but at least I had fulfillment of some degree. And so, to keep that as a regular thing and just make sure to have fulfillment during the day. And then I started seeing things happen, magical things. I would meet really interesting people, and one thing would lead to another. And yeah, over the course of some time, I just was able to shift my identity from that person who had to work for someone else and to be an employee. I had I was on all the job, sort of, what do you call them? Those job websites where you're trying to apply, and I would spend hours applying for jobs, and literally all day, and I get nowhere. And I'm talking, this happened for years.
Right. Even with your experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had loads of experience, but no one was biting. And you know why? It was because I was desperate. But by having that satisfaction every day of something helped get me into a better place. It basically, little tiny baby steps ended up mounting up being huge shifts in my life. And now I'm just a totally different person to who I used to be. Totally. And I am able to design my own life exactly how I want it.
How did you go from where you were to where you are now?
I made a decision. And I made a decision that I have to live my life like I want. Otherwise, I'm going to die. And what's the point of writing your obituary and not being fulfilled? And in fact, I kind of joke there, but it's true. I recommend people to write their obituary and to live it backwards. And I did that exercise. One of these self-help books taught me that, write your obituary. I thought, well, that's a bit morbid, but and it was very, very useful. And I realized that I have gifts to offer. And if I'm making myself small, what is that going to be to humanity?
So, what would you say to other women who are in similar situation to help them conquer their fear of unknown, or fear of change, of fear of not living their purpose, but stuck in a rut?
Yeah, I would turn myself inward. Only way I believe that you're going to get out of your rut is if you step into your heart and really understand who you are. Because when you settle down and calm yourself down, turn inward. Literally turn yourself into your heart and say, who am I? What am I? What do I have to give? And when you can be at peace with your answers, you're going to start living your life by your own design, because you're going to be in a space of assurance that everything is okay. That is what I found really, really helpful for me, is just being okay with who I am and not caring about what others think. That's a huge thing. So many people are concerned about what others think. And I think this is where the big fear comes in.
Mm.
It's not what other people think, because basically everybody is thinking about themselves.
Yeah.
They don't care
about anybody else.
right? And so, if you can just be turn inward and appreciate and embrace and love yourself.
Mm. You're right. I mean, we're so consumed by how other people see us, or what do they want us to be, whereas forgetting that we're also busy in our own lives. Nobody has even got time to give to their own relationships, let alone worry about what the third person is up to.
Right.
So very, very true there.
If there's something really funny that I heard in my career at some point, and this woman wanted to pop out and get her husband a birthday present, but she was worried about what other people would think about leaving the office. And we a few of us turned around and like, well, who would even care that you went out to, and took 30 minutes or an hour or 2 hours to buy your husband a present? We wouldn't even know you were gone.
Yeah.
So what is that all about? Just go do it. Nobody gives a hoot what you're supposed to do. That was, a revelation for this woman. Like, oh,
nobody cares. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right. Well, how about we set a challenge for our viewers?
Awesome.
What do you say, Holly?
Awesome. Let's do it. I'm all about challenge.
All right. So let's ask them to get their pen and papers out.
Okay. Everybody get your pens and papers out. Okay. So our challenge, I think, here is I want you to answer these questions and really, really think about them and spend some time. Make sure your environment is one that you are enjoying at the moment, so that you can really, really be honest with these questions. So the first question is, do I have the foundation for my own happiness? So I'll repeat that. Do I have the foundation for my own happiness? The second thing I want you to answer is, what matters to me the most? What matters to me the most? And this will be talking about your value system. When you're congruent with your own values, things in your life start happening that make you happy, and miracles start appearing in your life when you are leading according to your own value system.
Okay.
And lastly, if you knew that tomorrow was your last day here on planet Earth, would you do anything different, and why? So again, this is the kind of that obituary thing. But if you knew that tomorrow was your last day, would you do anything different, and why? I think this will give you clues to where you want to be living and how you want to be living, and embracing the real person that you are, so that you can go forward and design your own life. Just live how you want to live. Don't live by anybody else's rules. That's my motto.
Yeah, love it. Holly just laid down a very powerful and effective challenge, so don't forget to share your challenge insights in the comments section below. Like this video, then subscribe and share it with your friends. Holly, thank you so much for being with me tonight.
I'm glad we could work it out. It was pouring down with rain earlier. I didn't know if you could hear me.
Well, I can't wait to see you again when you're back in London.
Awesome. Thank
and
you.
I wish you all the best with your Chiki tea.
Thank you.
And would you like to show the viewers your book, the upcoming book?
Yes, it will be. Here it is. That's me on the cover. Hey!
Do you know when it will be available on Amazon for people to buy?
I believe we're looking sort of around the November time. So just before Christmas, it will be a great Christmas gift to give.
Brilliant.
It's, to help you get into green tea, Japanese green tea, and sort of my whole story and journey through green tea.
Oh, brilliant, amazing. And I shall have that link available to viewers as soon as it goes live.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Holly.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Yushu.